So do you want to? This is always my problem here. Secastilla.
Secastilla,
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
perfect.
Cool. Making sure. So what's this meaning? Viñas del Vero. It's a truth, right?
Yeah,
Wine of the truth.
it's the winery, and yeah, but viñas means Vero is the river,
Yeah.
and viña is vine,
Yeah.
and that's something like the vines close to the river,
Nice.
Riva Vero. And this is a wine from the Somontano.
Mm-hmm.
Somontano is the fourth appellation that we have to cover
Mm-hmm.
this afternoon. And Somontano has a very different climate
Mm-hmm.
comparing with the previous ones. And Somontano has a Mediterranean climate.
Mediterranean, yeah.
Yeah. Normally you can find a lot of Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Shiraz, and these kind of grapes there. But of course, Grenache is works very well. The most of the soils are based on clay and limestone. And Viñas del Vero is one of the best producer, talking about Garnacha expression in Somontano, because the most of the wineries are producing wines by blending. They blend Grenache with Cabernet Sauvignon, with Shiraz, with everything. But Viñas del Vero, he's very focused on the single grapes.
Nice.
And that's why, this is his top wine, which is called Secastilla. Yeah,
so
it's much more complex style of wine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, much more complex.
I feel like you can like layer on intense aromas here.
Yeah.
Whoa. I mean, this is like a completely different expression of it.
Yeah, it's a much more different expression. Yeah.
It's like I don't know. I mean, it's like anise, licorice, like fennel, but then you have like pepper, black pepper, white pepper. That I always feel like I work at one of my restaurants. It's across from this butcher shop, and I go there as much as possible, and I smell like cured meats and jamon or charcuterie, and I always feel like Garnacha has that like perfect blend of like fennel and pepper, but then smoked meat.
Yeah.
And it's like in this wine, I mean, we could probably talk about this wine's aroma for the rest of the tasting.
Yeah, it's a really complicated one.
Wow.
And you have, a bit of smokiness and toastiness from the oak aging, but everything is very, really well integrated on the wine. And here you can feel really the complexity that you can find on top wines made by Grenache. And on the palate, which is absolutely different to the previous ones.
Yeah, I haven't tasted it yet. I'm so busy smelling
it. The palate is very fresh. Because of the Mediterranean climate, you can feel more, maybe less concentration, more complexity, and at the same time, a bit more acidity. And that's why, the balance is really well. And it is a wine that really invites to drink more.
Yeah. It's funny, like it fools you because you think it's going to be the most like deep and dark and jammy, but like it's actually like its expression, like you said so perfectly, being Mediterranean is like fresher.
Yeah,
it has a lot of fruit, but it actually has like a really like bright, refreshing acidity.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I feel like that's like that. Like when I was just describing like my Garnacha note when I'm blind tasting, like for competitions or exams, it's like sun-kissed, Mediterranean, sappy, happy fruit. Yeah. But then it always has that really nice acidity that balances it. This is really nice. So, what do you think about decanting any of these wines? Like, I mean, we're in service, like that's what we both do for in a daily, every night. Yeah. So, are we decanting this wine? Do we need to? I mean, your opinion on this.
Yeah, and okay, so for me, Garnacha is a very oxidative grape.
Yeah.
And that's why, and if you are thinking on decanting, if you decant the wine, I think you lose a very important part of the wine and a beautiful part. And talking about this kind of oxidative grapes is very sad because I think these moments as you serve the glass and you have a bit of reduction aromas until this kind of aromas start to develop to much more, they start showing the fruit. And after that, after 15 minutes, you have the full expression of the glass and the wines really show all his potential.
Right.
I think this moment from 0 minute until 15 minutes is wonderful and it's part of the wine.
Yeah.
And with Grenache, I think it is very important. Of course, there are another grapes and another wine that really needs to decant.
Right.
Because they are very close and you have to open and you are on service. And that's why you need that the wine open very quickly.
Right.
You don't have time.
Yeah.
But I think with Grenache, you don't have this problem because Grenache is very oxidative. And when you put on the glass, you can move a little bit. And then, you have the wine gets oxygen and start showing all his potential.
Yeah, I would agree. I wonder if we call Grenache he or she. No, I'm kidding. No, but she. No, I'm kidding. He's like, he does. It's true. He's like approachable now.
Yeah.
And I agree. Like, look, people should always decant wine if it's ceremony. There's like an art to it, and of course, like there's a service that goes along with it. But one of the things that I think is the best part about Garnacha, even at the most serious levels, even at these like complexity, is that you pretty much open the bottle and it's ready to drink. Will it get better over time? Of course, as we discussed, but I agree. Like I think oxidation is not necessarily needed because it already has that bruised. Yeah, that's a really cool point. I didn't even think about that.